The Slovenian team, Uni Maribor, car 235, are being shown the green flag and they enter the track.
They've named their car Sasha.
Huh. US Munich almost appears to spend more and more time in the rev limiter now. Nevertheless, they posted an 80.99, so that is the first sub 81 and sub 82 for that matter lap time, as we are actually approaching the sub 80s. So they're actually coping quite well with those gears, intended or not.
Yes, and somehow, I don't know where the driver found that time, because he shaved off, well, almost a second and a half of his quickest previous time, right?
Yeah, his first lap was actually very quick already, almost equaling the fastest lap of the first driver. This was only the second lap for the second driver, so it's looking good.
And we have Uni Calabria coming out on track again after completing the driver change. So all is well in their team at the moment. So now we have a couple of really quick cars out there, and it seems that most of them have a clear track in front of them. So we will actually be able to see the raw speed that these cars and the drivers have.
Yep, because actually the fastest car on track right now isn't even US Munich. It's Bialystok, because they just crossed the finish line in 80.36 with the cone launch and everything. And that's only his third lap as well.
Will that count as a aerodynamic device, do you think, Thijs?
Well, yeah, I don't know. You might get in trouble with that if it's actually in the neighborhood of a wheel or something, but I think the scrutineers might be lenient there.
So the Wonder Racing team of electricity from China, car number 76, has completed their pit stop and they're back on track. Meanwhile, car 285 from Maribor are now on their second lap. That's currently being driven by Alan, aka Moreldi, and it will be taken over by Vid. Itsy Bitsy is his nickname. They want to give a shout out to Nick Strozak, and they wish that he's having a good vacation.
Bialystok coming around again in almost identical lap time. Who knows, maybe next year we'll see all sorts of cone-shaped aero elements in the front of cars.
Well, it seems to be working, right? I mean, I think it's intentional. He picked up a cone, he lodged it right in the front wing and probably generated a bit more downforce. Yeah, and why not?
I bet he's looking for a cone to get stuck in that right side as well now.
Well, at least he's, as we can see from our timing screen, he's consistently faster. So yeah, he's doing a good job at that.
Mario, by the way, 82 seconds for the second lap is also very quick.
Car 265 from US Rhine-Main takes the green flag.
US Munich with another 82nd lap.
Team from Rhine-Main is Scuderia Mensa. They had some issues with the suspension last year during endurance. Hopefully they don't have those repeat again today.
Yeah, looking at the first lap time from the Chinese team, from Jin Zhao, it's an 85.3, which is 20 seconds faster than the first driver. Wow, what an improvement for them.
Yeah.
That is wonderful for them.
Exactly, Austin. Maybe they found some extra energy or looked at the state of charge of the battery halfway and decided they could go a bit quicker because, I mean, truth be told, they weren't particularly fast in the first stint. US Munich really stuck now behind the Wiesbaden car that also picked up a cone.
we have a battle of the Polish teams on our hands because I see the which car? Kempton.
Yes, Kempton finishes the endurance.
Wow, well done from Kempton. This is, I think, only the 5th car to finish endurance as far as we can see. So well done from US Kempton. Just coming back to my story, I think we have a proper battle going on between Wrocław and the Białystok car. Yeah, sorry, it was the 4th car that finished endurance, so even better then. And let's see, Białystok still has the quickest lap with an 80.3, and then Wrocław just put in an 83.6. So, and also Maribor has joined the fight with an 80.7 as a fastest lap. So, very, very close at the moment.
GPE Munich also has an 82nd lap as their fastest, although they were held back a little bit on the previous laps to overtake some team.
Yes, and we have some funny comments on the live stream as well. One of the viewers commented on the exit of the Stralsund car, saying, well, at least they didn't catch fire like last year.
I mean, yeah, you always got to look for the positives, I guess. Look on the bright side of life.
Now Maribor really bouncing through that section here up to the leading up to the horseshoe.
And now see Oakland University from Michigan in the United States approaching the starting line. There's a few cars that need to drive past first before it will be released. It's got quite a cool livery and sort of gold and gray wheels to sort of match that color scheme. Let's hope they can do well here.
Wow, and Austin, I'm not sure whether you counted correctly, but at the moment we have 7 cars out on track at the same time. 7 cars. This can be quite a hectic situation.
That's really impressive, and if the officials can coordinate that. I think I know why they may be having so many cars on the track all at once. It looks like the weather forecast entails quite a heavy thunderstorm that's meant to arrive between 4 and 5 o'clock this afternoon. So potentially they're trying to make it so we can get all the runs finished before that happens, because it could have a massive impact on the overall standings. If you don't know, the fastest 6 cars from autocross will all run together at the very end of the day. I really hate for it to be raining on them and sort of hamper the efforts they put in yesterday. And that could potentially have a massive impact on the results if that happens.
Yes, and it means also that the organizers must feel comfortable with the current situation. Otherwise, they will not allow another car out on track. And so, I'm not sure, you're pointing at something. Austin, do you see something?
There was a car stalled on track, the Scuderia Mensa. They're now up and running again. Just going through the pendulum, approaching the pendulum now.
Maribor just set to consecutive fastest laps, guys, and just broke into the 79. So 79.57 is now the fastest time of the day. GPE Munich really lose quite some time in that very tight section there leading up to the horseshoe. Maybe that is still a shifting issue. They're just in a slightly too high gear for that section and slightly too low gear for the back straight where they are now.
Yeah, well, gear or not, they're getting the last lap sign, US Munich, so only 1 lap left to go for this team. Struggling with the gear shift probably, but still managing to keep the car going, and only one lap left, so we'll just have to find out.
Was 9 seconds off their best pace so far.
So,
but,
yeah, that means that you're struggling for sure.
Might also have been some overtaking involved there, I'm not quite sure, but looks like they're going to make it because they look consistent. Białystok coming in for driver change.
I'm going to see how easy it is for the officials to get this cone unstuck. Oh, it just pulls right out. It was not nearly as eventful as I was hoping it would be. The other driver must be from the Aero team and not wanting to experiment on its impact of the car's handling.
Yeah, we have TU Wrocław back on track after finishing the driver change. And I think we also have the Oakland University just completing their first lap.
The second lap already.
Second lap already, okay. And I think the US Munich car is just coming around the corner into the slingshot now onto the straight, finishing the last couple of turns. Negotiated nicely, and they're finishing endurance. US Munich finishing endurance. Well done.
The Rijnman car had stalled for a bit, but they are moving again. But where is the Maribor car? It seems they have stalled out of track. North Corver. So they actually set the fastest lap just now, but in the lap directly after that seems to have stalled by the side of the road. Car 265 also really starting to keep going. They have stalled on a few occasions now, and are currently holding up the Calabria University quite a bit. And at the same time, Rokla is also really starting to stay ahead of the Rochester Oakland car.
And yeah, the officials letting the Oakland car go past. Now see the combustion car from Lijiao, car 268, take off from the pit lane. The driver not wasting any time. He's locking in the brakes. The second time he's been sideways in the first 100 meters of the course. Is there another car stopped on track? Have you mentioned it? Is that the same one as before?
We can't see it from here.
It's just behind the big screen from our vantage point. Oh, it's not Unical, it's not Oakland. It's not Scuderia Mensa.
Yeah, car 235 from Maribor is unfortunately a DNF, so we just got confirmation.
Well, we've had a bit of an incident here. There's two cars, both spun out. I wasn't looking. I was looking for the car that had broken.
Yeah, Rijnman and Rokla are now both to the side of the track. Lijiao on their first lap being ushered past them.
I wonder if they're at all connected with one another, the two cars that are sort of mispositioned.
Yeah, Rijnman has been stalling a lot of times already, and seems they had some trouble with that very tight corner once again.
It's almost like the driver from Rokla saw the yellow flags and panicked a bit and slammed on the brakes and went sideways.
So once again, Jinzhou University is passing by. Car 76 is still going.
They've got it going with them as well. It's sort of behind the left side part, just in front of the rear wheel. It looks like it's going to be the DNF for Scuderia Mensa. Oh, a spin out from Oakland going into the slalom. Very adeptly completed that into a 360 and kept going, and maybe only lost about a second or so. That was quite a good recovery from the driver. You know, Unical gets the checkered flag and finishes endurance. Great job to them. The Oakland car is sounding really loud as it goes past this time.
I think they have to go louder. Grizzlies Racing, they're called, I think.
Yes, Grizzlies Racing.
Car 76 passing through the slalom for the final time. They really did pick up the pace in their second stint, so indeed I think it might have been maybe they figured out that they had some more energy than they thought. So they are now past the last couple of corners and about to finish the endurance actually. Their first stint was, well, slow, but the second stint was actually almost 15 seconds left quicker on average.